Hi, my name is Clottey and I'm with Jimmy, Reuben, Aaron and Chris, and we're going to be talking about marriage on So He Says. These guys are going to be sharing their opinions about marriage. Guys, how do you know when she's wifey? What makes her wifey? Anyone married to her, by the way?
No. It's amusing how this is the quietest part of the conversation.
Imagine.
What makes her wifey? I think the first thing is that you can trust the woman. I think that's the first thing. Trust is the biggest thing. Yeah. Also, depending on how you are as a person, how you see her in your life going forward. So say for example you want children, say for example you're a business person, say for example you want to leave the country, all those kind of things, that kind of forward thinking. And for me personally, I guess there's a spiritual leaning that you have to be towards, because otherwise I can't personally.
Okay.
Respect to you.
No problem.
Aaron, what makes her wifey?
Oh, why has it got to be me?
Is it not something that you want to do?
Lost for words.
Wow.
Power. I don't really feel like I am ready to even start the cognitive processes towards what is needed.
Is marriage just something that is a late for you at a later stage in your life?
Yes, me and my friends always talk about it being in our 40s if possible. Like,
wow.
You know,
Really?
yeah, live life, and then in our 40s.
When you're sterile.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy, marriage. What makes her wifey?
I think very close to what Chris was saying earlier on is it's that person that you get everything with. Like, you don't have to be perfectly matched to each other, but at least you get each other. Like, you're able to support each other through things. You're able to see eye to eye on certain things. So say for instance, like, I'm not a religious person, so I've learned that I don't need to be with a religious woman because we're going to clash constantly. But at the same time, I need to be able to be with someone who can have those kind of conversations with me.
Spiritual conversations, you mean?
And not be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I think when you find that person, there isn't many of them out there per man. It's something you have to, like, as I say to all my friends when they do meet them, you know what? Bolt that one down. Like, don't let it run away. Bolt it down. Make whatever compromises you have to make for yourself, because we as men,
wifey.
Yeah, we as men, like, we outnumber women ridiculously.
No, do you think that?
Yeah. On the planet Earth, there's more. No,
No
the other
way.
way. Sorry, the other
Women
way around.
outnumber men. Yeah.
So each man, I think it works out like there's 19 women or something like that. Now you could have your fun running through those 19 women, but
Running through.
In your mind, not
Yeah.
actually running through.
Oh, sorry.
Bolt your woman down.
Bolt
I
your
like
woman
Jim's
down.
working. He's the man I'm trying to be.
Reuben, are you trying to get married? What makes her wifey?
An appreciation for polygamy.
That's life. In a nutshell.
Ladies, I don't know what else to say. I think I've just been shut down on the whole marriage topic, but no, really, Reuben.
All right. I've reached a point of understanding that I will know when I know.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. I don't think there is any rules and regs for it, because I think as human beings, every single day we are growing, our values are changing, and we are just becoming different people. So you might find someone that you have a base connection with, a base chemistry with, and I think you work on that in order to become one.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. But I mean, I'm not totally against. I had this conversation with my brother and my sister the other day, because I've been single now for like 5 years, and they're like, "Rubes, would you ever actually get married?" And I said, I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes the concept of marriage, I have some problems with the idea of the concept, because it sets up a lot of limiting barriers from what I know of it. It sets up a lot of limiting barriers early.
just back to the polygamy thing.
Ladies, I'm sorry to break your hearts. It's what he says. It's not
I mean,
what
listen,
I'm saying.
I'm learning,
it's what he's
people.
saying.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
One thing I will say as well is to add my little addition to this conversation is ladies, please stop trying to force that decision to happen. Like, if it is to happen, please allow it to happen organically, naturally.
Enough of the ultimatums.
All the ultimatums and all that kind of stuff. It's not healthy, and those that do fall victim to the ultimatums, what you do see is a very high rate of the actual relationship breaking down in the end. So let's let it happen naturally if it does happen.
Okay, so we're talking about chemistry. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
I was just sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I've got in it. Just no.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, following on from that, and actually ties into this, that I watched something very interesting recently. I think it's the 5 ways in which you know that this person is supposed to be for you. The first one was chemistry. But what the person said was, the problem with chemistry is you can have chemistry with a whole heap of people, but chemistry has to then develop into a connection. So once you've actually got the connection with someone, then you say to yourself, okay, we vibe on this level, we have this chemistry, but how can we move this forward so that things are gonna move, what am I trying to say? Things are gonna move in the same direction going forward, right? Do we have a future together? Again, that same stuff I said before. Do you want kids? Do you want this? Do you want that? And then way past that down the line, and I hate to be unfashionable yet again, what is your purpose? Like, how can I forward your purpose in life?
That's a massive key.
The same thing I was watching said a very interesting thing, which is that we have all these arguments with our boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives that, you know, you didn't do this, you don't do that, blah, blah, blah. When you're supposed to ask yourself every day of your life, what am I doing to forward you in life? What are you doing to forward me in life? And when I thought about that, and
For the win.
when I thought about that, it's hard to formulate my words. I keep thinking about polygamy. And,
Chris,
sorry.
can I just say, Chris, you're talking about marriage as if you're man and woman, okay? I need to ask you guys, okay? Marriage is a union of 2 families.
Okay.
If her family do not like you, is it worth continuing the relationship?
Jimmy.
If her family, or furthermore,
For legal
if
reasons,
your
I can't
family,
even discuss this one.
if your family do not like her, is the relationship doomed?
Who are you asking, Claire?
All of you. I want to know. I want to know. Ladies want to know, right? You want to know.
I think with every decision in your life, you can. I'm so against dogma. I don't think you can live. You have to live your life for yourself and not worry about the opinions of others. And this is across the board, whether it's marriage, whether it's following your dreams, career-wise. Because the moment you do that, you're living in someone else's life, and it's wrong.
Your mummy, you love your mummy, right?
I do.
And your mummy can't stand the woman that you've just proposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, mum. Oh well, mum. I love my mother dearly. My mother loves me. But my mother and my family, my parents need to understand that I am my own man and I will make my own decisions.
But is mummy's distaste for your potential spouse an indication that she knows what's best? She's known what's best for you your whole life.
Really?
I can't.
What school she sent me to?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I can't speak personally because I've been lucky enough to have had a great relationship with my ex's mothers, and so in some cases still do. Do you know what I mean? Like, but in the case of one of my close friends, he this is actually going a bit further than the conversation, but because he is of a certain race, and she is of a different race, the mum automatically disproved. In fact, they basically told her in no other words, not verbatim, but we're basically cutting you off.
That's so sad.
The brother as well, her younger brother, doesn't speak to her anymore. He's actually gone on to have a child with this woman. And what you see is the mother has dropped her prejudice. And she's actually, I was there the other day, and she came round and she was speaking in her language to the child, and she seems to be cool with it. But it's a bit of a shame that it took for a baby to be born for her to drop prejudice. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that sometimes with the progression of a relationship, and obviously with you showing how strong your relationship is, that can maybe alter the perception of a certain parent against the partner that they may not like initially.
Okay, I want to go a little bit further into this marriage, this, uniting of 2 people. You get married, you're in love, everything's going nicely, and then you realise, unfortunately, that your partner can't conceive. Does that affect the relationship going forward? Is it something that you could continue with if you all desire children?
Yeah. I think it will obviously affect the relationship for obviously because that's a little turbulent bump in the relationship that you have to work out.
You only see it as a little turbulent bump.
I don't like to put it this way. If it's a problem that I can't change, I I don't put that much emphasis on stressing about it. I say, okay, we can't change this. This is just something we have to deal with. But it wouldn't. That isn't the end all be all to the relationship. It doesn't mean we leave, especially if I've committed to marriage. If that happens.
Ever.
I think the main. Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
go on,
Aaron.
go on,
No,
go on.
Aaron, you wanted to.
I think the main thing there is that you are already married. I don't think something that happens, especially like Reuben saying, that can't be changed after marriage, should be something that should break you up.
But if that was part of your plan.
Well, then you can still do things
That's
to
bitch, man.
you can still do things to make that part of your plan. There's IVF treatments. There's
Adoption.
There's adoption. Do you know what I mean? You love that person.
You're a team. You're not supposed to say, well, one of our teammates ain't playing well. Well, we've got to get rid of you and bring someone else in. No, there is no subs bench. So
Yeah, that's it.
No subs bench.
Like
I like
it
that.
says.
I like that. Okay, so if she's earning more than you, your wife is earning more than you, and you happy to be well done, well, okay, you're happy to be the house husband.
Not no house husband. There's no time to sit in a home.
He's an immediate rage.
No.
She got angry.
Yeah.
Your house husband,
Sitting at home. No, you should be cooking and
You've seen
cleaning
the
and looking after the
pictorials.
kids at home.
I'd still do my thing. That we can still, regardless if she's earning more than me or whatever, it's okay. You earn your money because at the end of the day, it's our money.
Yeah.
But don't expect for me to be at home and doing nothing with myself and watching.
Wow,
me
are
swimming.
you therefore suggesting that mothers or women who stay at home are doing nothing? Is that what you're
I
suggesting?
knew you would go.
Of course, you know I'm going to go
Beautiful
into that.
host.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Right, no, to a certain degree. Now, when
Okay.
like, I work
Jimmy,
for
be
myself.
careful what you say here, because there's going to be a lot of
Comment below.
female
So I
viewers.
work for myself and I work from home.
Okay.
So there are certain days where I can sit down and I can be doing absolutely nothing all day long but watch TV. I don't want to do that for a living. And there are women out there who do these things where they get together and they go for tea with the girls after they drop the kids off, and they go shopping and they do things like this, and that is the life that they've chosen, and it's the life that they live, and they call it leisure.
That's
But-
slightly different. That's a kept woman.
I've got-
okay,
I've
that's
got-
a woman
I've
who's
got-
being kept.
Yeah, but that's what you're saying. That's the same situation. She's earning more than you, so you're now being kept.
The good thing about when someone earns more money than you, because I've been in this situation where
And you've
'cause
enjoyed
I don't
it?
earn much money.
He's a gold digger.
You enjoyed it?
Do you know what? It wasn't even that she earned more money. What it did was, I used to play a lot of football, and when you play in a better team, you become better. Because she had so much knowledge about her business life, she may be watching this. Oh, I won't bit her up, but yeah, because she had so much knowledge and so much experience, what it did was I learned a lot about business through her. So it upped my game a lot because of her earning potential, which was vast, by the way. So yeah, that's. I just have to say that.
I love that. It's like you fought back and just fought over it.
Yeah,
You said
had a
how
good
much
life.
it was.
Yeah.
Like, I was dwarfed.
Why did
I
we
was
break
dwarfed.
up?
I was dwarfed.
Why did we
But
break
the same
up?
thing you're saying, Chris. Like, I'm talking from experience. I've been in the same situation where, like, the number of times where women have earned like 4 times the amount I do. But it
It's because you're
doesn't.
watching TV. You just told us.
Jimmy's
just told
punchy.
us. Yeah.
But
punchy.
it's not a concern, because at the end of the day, like, you're doing what you're doing, I'm doing what I'm doing. But the same thing you're saying, they also sat down and pushed me and made me say to myself, what do I want to do? So that when we're out with your friends who are equally as rich as you, and they sit down and go, so what is it you do, little man? And then you tell them about who you are and what you are. They're like, oh, okay, cool, I get it. And
Okay, I've got one last question, because we're talking about roles, yeah, in relationships and marriage in particular. If she proposed to you, how
silly.
would you?
If she did what?
If she proposed to you, how would you respond?
Exactly how I just did.
Silly.
Put that away. What's wrong with you? Are you
said-
mad?
It's real.
Are you mad?
Okay, so Reuben,
But he never
'cause
accepted.
Reuben, I know you're not running down the aisle in any way, shape, or form, right? But if she proposed to you,
Yes.
and you know, I'm talking about, this is wifey potential, but you're just
Dragging
not
your feet.
really that fussed.
If I'm not that fussed, I am not getting married, and I will tell you so, because I am very shit at lying. I'm very transparent. I like to operate being as transparent as I can, because as much as it can hurt some people in the short run, when you pull wide in hindsight, when you're honest, you have a lot less problems in life.
You want to do the proposing?
Yes.
Quite simply.
If it's to
Old
ever
school, I
happen,
guess.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine telling my boys that my woman proposed to me. so when did you put the question, bro?
Just about
I
his
didn't.
boys.
She got down on what?
No.
Chivalry, man.